Well, this is not the day to look at your 401k. I made that mistake. Just don't do it. A historic series of year-end stock market sell-offs has everyone from Wall Street to Washington on edge. So what is going on here? WBZ's Jon Keller is here with some answers. John.
Katie, don't look. It's easy to forget that earlier this year, along with historic market highs, we also saw some breathtaking but brief drops in the Dow. Still, the events of the past week seem to have everyone grasping for answers. The New York Stock Exchange opened this morning in the throes of its worst December in 88 years. And it closed in even worse shape, down 653 points in its worst Christmas Eve showing ever. What's going on?
We've got uncertainty in spades right now.
Uncertainty, that intangible fear that sends chills through Wall Street and beyond, is being fueled right now by an array of sources.
The world economy has been on a growth streak for nearly a decade. Unfortunately, that growth streak is coming to an end.
While European economic woes and the upcoming British exit from the European Union have those key players on edge, not to mention the third U.S. government shutdown of the year in a spat all parties but the White House seemed eager to avoid. Wall Street seems especially rattled by President Trump's trade war with China. And while the markets don't like Federal Reserve Chairman Jay Powell's inflation-wary rollback of the era of record low interest rates, they seem unnerved by the president's war on the Fed. And tweets like this one today from Mr. Trump, who wrote in part, "The only problem our economy has is the Fed. They don't have a feel for the market. The Fed is like a powerful golfer who can't score because he has no touch. He can't putt." That attack came after Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin had scrambled to reassure Wall Street the president wasn't about to fire Powell, while also rushing out a statement that major banks were still functioning properly, as if we were on the eve of another Great Depression. I mean, the Great Depression, you know, that's a little bit of a reach.
And is anyone saying depression at this point?
No one seriously is, because while a lot of people are talking about us moving toward a recession, and that's been overdue for some time. I mean, the Great Depression was a collapse of all of our underlying. We have a very healthy economy underlying here, but look, the truth is that confidence is waning. There was a survey of CEOs around the country who were all bullish. Remember the Trump bump after the 2016 election? Now there's been a complete reversal of that. They're saying they have very low confidence. So that is daunting and cause for concern going forward, Katie.
And as I mentioned earlier, I was depressed when I looked at my 401k. But looking forward to this upcoming year, should things kind of balance out a little bit?
I mean, you would think so. History suggests that. But I'm not a financial analyst. No. I don't play one on TV. I would proceed with caution always.
Okay. I'm going to front load, I think, my 401k this year in hopes of taking advantage of the low. That's mine.
It sounds like a plan, but just don't look at it now.
Okay. Not looking anymore. All right. Thank you.
Good deal. Merry Christmas.
And All right.